And now, a thought from Geico Motorcycle.
It took 15 minutes to take a spirit animal quiz online.
Please be the cheetah. Please be the cheetah.
And learn your animal isn't the cheetah, but the far less appealing blobfish.
Oh, come on.
To add insult to injury, you could have used those 15 blobfish minutes to switch your motorcycle insurance to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance.
Oh, man.
How you guys
Who knows
been?
what this is?
How you guys been?
Yeah, long time no see. You're back here. Captain Lou Albano.
Man.
How you doing? Where's Daniel?
Eddie McCabe really looks like he looks like he's going on a fishing trip.
I just got home from one, actually.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't.
Do you fish? Do you love it? Do you love to fish?
No, I fucking hate it. I'm not good at it at all.
I love Jerry. Jerry Martinez loves to fish.
I could sit there in a boat and fish all day.
That's what I do, yeah.
Tell me what you love about fishing.
I love.
This is the fishing podcast.
The camaraderie. Are there like boring podcasts that do like they talk about like VCRs?
Boring podcasts. Don't mention the slang. Come on. I love. That's why I'm on the podcast, and I do love doing the show, and I love the podcast. But I love throwing shots.
It's fun.
It's so funny.
Can you imagine if we had a rival podcast?
Every time we throw shots at the slant, I feel like Sal just goes, "Damn it!"
They're off the show.
Fucking motherfucker.
We gotta get him in studio. You look like a miniature Sal.
Okay.
You're shrimp beard.
Shrimp beard.
One time in our message group, our infamous message group, I accidentally had sent everybody the power rankings. We do power rankings in the shadows. You know the shadows, of course. You're in the shadows, kind of. That's
where I live.
You're in a subgroup of the shadows. You do. You are like the residential neighbor of the shadows.
You remember in True Detective, the rapist?
What the
at the end
reference are you making?
Glenn Fisher's character?
Yeah.
In the first season.
And
fucks his sister?
He's part of the Illuminati.
Some of the sister, right?
Yeah.
Wait, in True Detective, you said
The first season.
Season one.
Season 1 with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing is about the Illuminati and the shadows.
Kind of, yeah.
Zombie is that character.
He's that guy. He's
to
not,
me, you and Antonio.
He has Illuminati blood, but he's like a retard.
He's like,
With the guy at the ending you're talking about with
Yeah.
the scars on his face?
Yes.
That one? Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
I just want to make sure. He's a good actor.
Glenn
that guy.
Fleischer. He's in
Barry.
He's in Barry, exactly. Yeah, right. And
He does a lot of HBO
He
stuff.
played Remus in Bulwark Empire.
Yeah,
like
he's
George
great.
Remus.
Oh, really?
He speaks in
oh,
third
wow. He's
person.
done a
Did you watch
ton
that
of
show?
stuff.
Did you watch it?
So they filmed it
Bulwark
across the street
Empire.
from my house, and my whole family watched it, but I never watched it.
Really?
They filmed it across the street from my house. The guy with the face-
Pardon me.
Go ahead.
The guy with the face mask thing, on Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah,
he
Jack
was
Hudson.
there like the whole week that they filmed, and they put my house in the show. You could see it in the background.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
yeah.
fucking...
What's his name? Jimmy.
Jimmy Dominic, Michael
Dominic.
Penn.
Yeah, there you go. His kid is there. That's where they bring the kid.
Oh, okay.
That's that house.
Right, I know. Okay, I know exactly. That was from the Staten Island. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Zombie, what do you want to
Tom
say?
was.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What do you
Yeah,
want to
sorry.
say?
I know the guy. I'm not talking about him anymore, but George Remus. I remember the character.
At least he knew that was not
late to
worth
the party,
saying.
but
You threw that in there.
You knew the actor?
no, I just know the character.
You know
talking
the historical figure he portrayed?
yeah.
Okay, you knew as a character.
I know. I remember I remember what the actor looks like on the show.
You could. Wait, so now you remember what
Yeah,
the actor
yeah,
looks like now?
yeah.
You know who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are the George Remus of the show. You're like that actor.
John Zombie is not impressed.
Every actor, I'm sorry, every time that guy plays a part, that's you on a show. He was most recently in Waco, but he played the head of the FBI, I think, and they managed to fuck up Waco, so, you look like you belong in Waco.
You look like you would lose yourself like at a cult. Like you were just like, well, you kind of do at Comic Book Jones, right?
Yeah. He would just be all in. He'd be the guy, get the guns ready. He already has a shotgun in his hand. Just shoot.
I've been ready.
Like, fuck, and die almost instantly.
But no one would care about it.
I always wanted to write something where someone makes a big speech, like in the beginning of Braveheart, and the guy just dies immediately. Just like he's giving a great speech. Everyone's like, "That's the guy."
But, like,
it leads everyone into battle.
Runs in and gets died immediately by himself.
And gruesome death.
No, it would be great though if they shoot that scene, right? And it's like a subtle, like he dies like in the background, like you don't even know.
It's not even
You
yet.
have to question as an audience member, that guy who made the speech just died.
Yeah. Because he's the leader, but he's not like the main even character of the movie.
I
Type
love
of deal.
that movie. It's called They Came Together. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
So Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler, and it's like a parody of romantic comedies.
Right.
And in the middle of the movie, what's that actor in Law and Order?
Christopher Maloney.
Him. He's wearing
With the glasses, that one?
that.
Okay.
He's an Italian guy from Law and Order.
He played the freak show in Harold and Kumar.
And he's wearing a Halloween costume, and it's a one-piece costume, and he has to take a shit. And he's at a Halloween party, and he's like battling. It's the funniest scene of all time. He's battling like whether or not to take a shit, and then he just like in the middle. And you're watching a movie, so usually they take off. They usually get there. This movie is like a parody, so it's great. He just takes his shit in his pants. And it's the funniest fucking scene of all time.
Right.
Later in the movie, he makes a big speech, and they cut into Bill Hader because they're telling They're telling the story that Amy Poehler and Paul Rudd's character are telling the story of how they met, and they cut into Bill Hader going. They're telling the story to Bill Hader and the redhead from The
Ellie
Office.
Kemper, hot chick.
And they cut into him, and he goes, "Wait, the same guy who's delivering this speech? This was the guy earlier who shit his pants." It's a great subtle moment in the movie. Good, funny.
David Wayne directed that.
Right, that was their
they do
movie.
Wet Hot American Summer and
so good.
all those like really good funny comedies. Very good comedies.
That's very good.
You ever write a comedy film?
Have I written a comedy film? No. I'd like to.
What do you want to write about? Tell us. All right, come
man.
on.
Give us your idea.
Pitch us Apatow.
Something about Staten Island. No.
Now, what would you write about?
No, that'll be real comedy, bro. That'll be the true comedy. My life's a whole joke, bro.
My life is a joke.
My life is a joke, bro.
The fact that I'm on this podcast is a joke. No. Dead silence.
You don't like being on this fucking podcast? You don't like being on this fucking podcast?
You know what's funny? This podcast is ranked number 1.
Oh, yeah?
In the Slovakian village.
That's right. The Slovakian Village Voice gives it 3.5 stars.
Slovakian village.
3.5 stars
Out of 4.
out of 4.
Yeah, you are the reason why we don't get 4 stars.
We're media darlings in Slovakia.
Yeah.
Like on Wake Up Slovakia,
stars.
they're always talking about our personal
They
lives.
say they say so progressive. They employ retards. They don't cut off a retard's head. They give him microphone.
They love us in Slovakia.
Who doesn't love it?
What would your movie be?
I don't know.
Come on, tell us. What, seriously, but
You definitely know. You definitely
Come on,
had
tell us.
some thoughts about
We're not
writing
gonna-
a script.
We're not going to laugh at it.
Come on. Under pressure.
If it's good, we'll especially not laugh at it.
It might be great.
Who knows? What do you think?
Hijinks and shenanigans.
I don't know.
Come on, zombie. Tell us your great idea for a picture.
I don't have one.
This kid could be a big star.
Do you want me to give you a movie?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an idea.
You play. You can star in the film, right?
Right.
You play a janitor, right?
Oh, it's a bit of a stretch.
And you talk about your life.
Ah.
What happened today?
I painted.
That's a scene. There's a
painted
scene
cabinets.
right there. All right.
Good
What'd you
one.
paint?
Painted cabinets. Shelves, bookshelves.
Come on, give
That
us
scene writes itself.
give us the big idea. See? Come on, give it. Come on, you.
That's how Judd Apatow came up with.
Give us
a bunch of
okay.
stuff.
Forget
Painting.
comedy. Give us a movie idea because you're a zombie fan. Your name's Zombie.
Right.
You're a huge zombie movie fan. You've seen a lot of movies.
Give us a take.
Tell
on
me how
the
many
zombie
movies.
films.
Tell the audience how many movies you've seen.
How many?
As many impressions that Eddie McCabe does.
So you've seen 50 movies.
I've seen many movies. Yes.
Your big idea for a picture. Come on.
Well, I did have an idea for like something about how why Staten Island is called the Forgotten Borough. Some sort of
Okay.
You want to write about Staten Island?
You want to write about
Oh,
Staten
why
Island?
it's, why it's the Forgotten Borough?
No,
you
I'm
know?
just trying to clarify.
So the name of the movie Forgotten Borough.
Yes.
Now what's the plot? A forgotten borough.
The borough of Staten Island has been forgotten.
That's not how you pitch a movie. Come on, pitch
Come
the
on,
movie.
pitch me the movie. I want to watch the movie.
I wanna watch
I really
it.
love the name Forgotten Borough.
I'm a big fan of the writer, a big fan of the director.
Right.
I want to watch this movie.
Come on,
but
give me-
you got to give me something. You got to give me like a little
on.
bit of a synopsis. I can't.
I got to hear the plot.
This is the studio pitch, right
It's a
here.
post-apocalyptic world where Staten Island has been destroyed and forgotten. Zombies reign supreme.
Okay.
Only on Staten Island.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Who's your leading fucking man?
Who do you want to star in this?
Oh, man. Terrible Tim.
You want
Playing John Zombie.
That I'd pay to see that movie.
Okay. All right. What else? Come on, give me some more. Who's your leading lady?
Jillian Jacobs.
Oh man.
I'm surprised she wasn't killed in the middle of the movie.
She comes back.
And this is going to be Forgotten Borough. This is going to be the one that puts you on the map,
Yes.
right?
It'll be my rise to stardom.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Zombie. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think it sounds that bad. I think it has maybe Academy Award potential.
God awful.
What happens
The
if
first
you
zombie movie to
What
win
happens if
Academy
you
Award.
win an Academy Award, Zombie?
Oh, man.
What happens if you win an Academy
Okay,
Award?
all right. Let's say Forgotten Borough takes the world by storm. Everyone's just like talking about Forgotten. Have you seen Forgotten Borough?
It's the next Purge.
right. It's the next Purge.
Well, the next Purge does take place
it
on
could
Staten
be.
Island.
That's why I said it.
Oh, yeah.
Does it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the first
It's called the
Purge.
first Purge.
So you're already stealing ideas.
Yeah.
Zombie. I'm Steven Spielberg, right? I'm already telling you you're stealing ideas. But you know what? We're going to produce the movie.
That's all Hollywood does these days. If you pay attention.
Before we play it's the biggest movie ever. Forgotten Borough. You're on the red carpet.
People are like, what are you wearing, Zombie?
You're
A shirt.
You're on the red
Who
carpet.
are you wearing?
You're now dating.
shirt.
You're now dating Pete Davidson and Colin Jost,
Scarlett Johansson, turn them gay.
right? You're dating those two. Okay.
It's a big night. I think it's even more perfect because when somebody is nominated for an Academy Award and they're at the Oscars, right? And they know they're going to win.
Right.
You're that guy.
You're that guy.
You're like DiCaprio when he made The Revenant. You know you're going to win.
What's your big cause, by the way? Let's hear your big cause.
ASPCA.
Don't actually
Let's not go too far.
do it in your speech. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so all of a sudden,
Oh, no.
I am Gene Hackman. He's still alive. The nominees are Leonardo DiCaprio. Hold on. Leonardo DiCaprio directed some movie, and there's Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
Steven Spielberg.
Nice.
What's
George
that
Lucas.
Spanish guy that makes all those good
Benicio
movies?
del Toro.
Alejandro Puerto Rico.
Right, that guy. And John Zombie.
Oh,
Thompson.
Wow, and everyone just erupts in applause because they know you're going to win.
And then Gene Hackman makes a little quip, and he goes, "All the nominees are looking fantastic tonight. They're all looking beautiful tonight. Right? Let's see who wins." And then he's with Faye Dunaway, whose face doesn't move.
Right.
And then he goes, "Okay." And he muffles
And
the envelope, and he goes,
Right.
"And the Oscar goes to, John Zombie,
Oh, man.
Thompson of Staten Island, New York, for Forgotten Borough." Now you come up, right? Here he is.
Now,
Come on, make your speech.
wow.
wow. I can't believe this happened.
Wait.
Such a shock. It's like, I told everybody it was terrible. They told me it was awesome.
Why is your penis out?
You lower it
I don't
and then after a
know.
couple seconds turn it back on so he knows to leave.
Come on, give us some
It's just
passion.
always out.
Come on, thank some people.
Thanks,
I'd like to thank my parents for fucking all those years ago and making me.
That's disgusting. You're getting bleeped all over the fucking
You're getting
place.
bleeped all over, Zombie.
You're on national
Come on.
TV, Zombie.
I'm sorry. I didn't. My parents had sexual intercourse.
Gene Hackman's right behind you, shaking his head.
Really, you're insulting a legend. Come on, get to the point. Come on. Thank the people.
Thank you, people, for watching this movie, even though it was terrible.
Who would say that?
Me.
Greatest movie. You hate your fans. You hate. So we all wasted our time then.
Yes.
So we went to
Huge
go
waste of
see your
time.
stupid fucking movie, right? We all enjoyed it, and we're all idiots because we enjoyed it. That's how you know this guy might be a pretentious genius because he's smacking around the people.
Already, you have no success. Come on, come on. You guys, thanks. Think of your origins.
It's not much there.
Come on, who?
Thanks, Sacco Jones.
A big shout out to Sacco Jones.
The crowd is booing. Oh my! Come on, finish off the speech. Come on.
Say this kicks fucking ass.
This kicks fucking ass.
Say El Caliente.
El Caliente.
Oh my God, Zombie!
Oh man,
You got to prepare for an
No,
award
no,
speech
talker.
because that was terrible.
that was terrible.
You never. If you're gonna
Don't
come
let him
out,
talk. Don't let him say it was terrible. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
It was so interesting.
Yeah.
If you did at the Academy Awards, you'd be on the back page of every paper the next day.
Yeah.
People are like looking for this man.
man who steals Academy Award.
By the way, you know who has an Academy Award? Harvey Weinstein. He has several. Let me get it myself up.
Go get yourself a beer, dog.
Himself
A beer.
in that old Harvey
Oh
Weinstein.
man. What else can we get into real quickly? Oh man, Eddie McCabe, you're still here.
I am still here.
Getting antsy. Eddie's getting antsy. It's funny because we asked Eddie to come on the podcast, which is, but another guy I feel like he listens. And it's just so easy to get on this podcast.
Dude, it's a shareable podcast.
Okay, tell me where can we find us?
You can find us anywhere where you can. Oh, on Twitter, you can find us at Cockfuck Pod.
I'm just so happy we have a Twitter account.
Well, I troll everybody on there too. We got followers, 32.
Nice.
We're following 234 though, and actually, like nobody follows us from the show. The people on the show don't follow the Twitter page. I don't follow it. Tommy doesn't follow it.
I didn't even know it existed.
I'm following you.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to follow the page? I don't fucking care. Go ahead.
Follow right now. Let me see.
No, you don't have to do that right now.
Not now.
We're doing the show right
We're
now.
doing the show.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
You're on the clock right now.
Oh.
What are you doing? Don't go on your phone.
You don't go to your phone, zombie.
When you're at work, you go on your phone?
Sometimes.
Oh,
Shit
when
all
bosses are
day.
looking. But guess
Well,
what?
the boss is-
Gets to sit at the table right now. The boss.
Oh, no.
Get off your fucking phone.
Oh, God.
So it's Memorial Day weekend, zombie. What do you have planned? Anything?
No.
No, of course not. No one's invited you to things.
No.
One's like ever been like, hey, we're having a barbecue. Maybe that weird neighbor boy wants to come over.
I watched Born on the 4th of July last week.
Good movie.
Yeah, excellent. I loved it.
Right.
Yeah.
I loved it. And that's like the ultimate American story.
True.
You don't think the saddest part of that movie when they get home and the one old veteran like gets on and he's like fucking all happy to be on the bus and they're all like, this is what we're going to become. Like, it's the saddest part of the movie to me.
I like the scene in the beginning, right? And they're at the parade, right? And the veteran from
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and he's all shell shocked, right? And then later, when Tom Cruise comes back, right, and he's in the parade now because he's a veteran, and the fireworks go off, and he flinches like a retard, and he's shell shocked too.
I like the ending when he's just in the wheelchair. He's like, come on, man. Give me a chance, man.
He's great. He's love it or leave it, man.
They're just like wheeling him. The government's so evil.
Yeah. You for or against the Iraq? I'm sorry, for or against the Vietnam War? First, we'll start there.
You're that old.
Go ahead. How old were you during Vietnam?
I was non-existent.
No, I see your I see your draft card hung up somewhere. What's Kennedy like?
Zombie was the guy from the Wonder Years. Remember that? Remember the stupid bitch's girl boyfriend? I'm sorry.
The boy, yeah. He's like, these kids are next, man.
He's like, hey man, there's my draft card. I could go to Canada, or I could go to the I don't know.
Go to the jungle and fight.
Right, something like that. You ever see the Wonder Years, Eddie?
I used to watch The Wonder Years,
Yeah.
With, what's his name? Savage? Joel Savage?
Right.
Joel Savage?
Dude was a savage, right, bro?
Dude was a
Fucking
savage.
Fucking
bro.
savage up there, bro. Look,
Dude, they were savage actors, bro.
Fucking savage.
Dude, he was fucking killing it.
Dude, nobody can rock a Namath jersey like Savage, bro. That's savage shit.
Oh, man.
I hated that show.
The Wonder Years, dude.
Yeah, I liked it, but like it was so suburban.
I liked it better when it was called Boy Meets World.
Right. Same movie.
And then they brought him on that one episode where he's the teacher.
Doesn't he try to fuck Topanga?
He tries to fuck Topanga, and Corey puts him through a fucking
Right.
wall, bro.
Topanga
Literally puts him through a fucking wall. It's
Why did
pretty
he have to
funny.
do that to his brother? Like, you know?
They're probably the most comfortable together.
Yeah, I
well,
guess so.
Ben Savage, he was probably getting fucked in the ass by Michael Huffington.
I heard he was like.
He's a gay dude.
Ben Savage is the older one, right? I always get
No,
confused.
younger one. Fred is the oldest.
Fred Savage. Okay,
Ben's-
Fred's the one that gets put through the wall.
Ben
Yeah.
Savage was in that documentary
Yeah, he's in a-
called Open Secrets.
He's in an open secret. You seen that?
No.
Okay. There's a scene where Bryan Singer used to work with this company that
called Den.
right?
Yeah.
And it was like a Netflix kind of company.
It was like back in the late 90s, so it was It was almost like that was the beginning of the internet.
Yeah, it was all internet video.
And the guy-
they would produce their own television shows on the network.
And the kid that was in that movie with Sinbad, what was the name of that movie? First President. And the kid's name was Brock.
First kid.
First kid. I'm sorry.
Brock Pierce.
Brock Pierce. Okay,
Brock
so
Pierce.
he ran
Barack
the company
Obama.
with this guy.
Barack Obama Pierce.
First kid, Barack Obama.
Yeah, we were molesting people. we were taking care of kids.
We took children.
I did a movie with Brock Pierce. Eddie McCabe, it's fine. I'm nailing the impression. We don't need your help. No one's ever heard a white guy do this good of an impression of a black man without using the N-word. Oh my God! You bought yourself $100,000 house. You want me working for the fucking railroad? You want me working for the fucking railroad? They just cut every pension in the fucking city. I love guys like that because they have the inside. Or because he read The Chief for like a month.
Yeah.
You know? And
They got one buddy who's like a fucking works in like one field, and that's his info.
he's
I'm
like,
telling
I
you.
got the scoop right now, bro.
I'm telling you, my
What do
fucking
you
buddy's a lieutenant.
What do you want to do, bro? Work at Stop and Shop for the rest of your life? Do you realize Stop and Shop is a union job? Do you want? Do you realize bagging groceries, packing shit up, and wearing fucking knee fucking caps?
Get you a pension.
Get you a pension, bro, for 30 fucking years. You'll be collecting $30 worth of your Social Security.
Fucking wait. So I need to know what the context of that video is, though, because I don't know anything about it.
Know what the name of the video is? It's called Long Island Railroad Jerk.
What is he just like bugging out on the railroad?
Yeah, he's just some fucking high kid. Probably he's coming back from like Thanksgiving Eve. Got kicked out of a bar. All his friends left him.
I thought it was the fucking lawyer.
And now he's yelling at some railroad attendant.
That's fucking funny.
That was in the beginning of the episode.
That was the last episode.
No, that was the beginning of the episode. We're gonna do a little more maneuvering.
Are we really?
I think so.
We do stuff like that over here? Did you edit? You editor?
I can try.
Nah,
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
I don't like guys that can try. I like guys that can do.
Yeah.
truck drivers try.
Who would say
I had a
that?
coach who told me that.
Truck drivers try.
I had a coach.
Truck drivers make a lot of money.
I played. I used to play baseball when I was a kid, and I played a lot.
Let's play with Rob Schneider, Eddie's
Eddie's cousin Rob Schneider.
Oh God.
And,
No. There's a guy. Let me explain to Zombie. As he obnoxiously laughs at Eddie's joke.
It's not even
What's wrong? He's like, he doesn't know what's going on in Zombie's head. Because Eddie's short and Rob Schneider's short. So he's laughing in fucking Zombie's face at the notion that they might. No, he has a cousin named Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Right. That's a very popular name. You should know that. You're German. Go ahead.
But I had a coach, and he was like 60-something, 70, and he used the phrase "truck drivers try." But the funny thing about this man, he was like in his 70s and like 60s, and he would wear a full baseball outfit.
Oh, Joe Victor.
Yeah, like he would wear this, and it always amazed me because he used to leave his house in a baseball uniform, and he had like neighbors who he should kept it down for his neighbors. And he had neighbors. I was like when he must leave the house,
No, it's funny.
they must be like, where's he going?
There's nothing funnier than like Winehouse, right? Joe Winehouse,
Yeah.
right? He leaves his house at night to do comedy, and
He
he
wears
wears a suit.
he wears the suit.
So his neighbors must be looking at him like, "Look at this guy.
This guy's
a real businessman.
this guy works hard.
What office is open at 11 o'clock?
He's just going in early.
In Jersey? What is he doing?
I got a long commute."
It's like, look at him. He's carrying a cardboard. He has a boombox. He must get through his day like that.
What do you think's in a book?
Who
It's a
doesn't?
children's book. It's weird.
Little Joey W.
Oh man.
Little
He like sees his neighbor, he drops the book, it opens up to the wrong page.
It's like, oh my God, there's porno in that. Give me one
He has
more.
to make pee. He has to pee.
Oh.
Let him fucking
go pee.
Let him pee. He gets up, and you immediately just go. No, you're getting up to get yourself a beer.
Yeah.
I need to get me a beer too.
I thought so.
Oh,
Oh man, looks like we're king of the cast now.
Zombie, I'm going to sleep in your bed. That's what I'm going to do.
John Zombie left the podcast.
That's it. He's going.
When I close his door shut.
That's how quickly we make cuts here.
We're keeping his laptop.
Don't hit. Done.
Look at this laptop.
What do you got going on? You have more. What do you have? What we
No,
doing?
what were we talking? I don't even know what we're talking.
I was talking about.
I'm sorry, we're totally off topic. We're like going through.
I was talking about the digital entertainment network.
Oh, we were talking. Oh, right, we were talking.
That's no. I wanted to hear about
Right.
this.
Oh, wow. So if you're like listening, we apologize. Maybe if some people listen, then like they just like want to hear that.
Nobody's listening. You know that.
That's true. There was a company called Den, and the guy Brock Pierce was part of it.
Brock Pierce was an investor in the network with the
Mark Collins Rector.
Mark Collins Rector. Yeah, I know, Greg.
Right.
Can I talk? All right, without you. Fucking Jesus. Do you want to take it? Go ahead. Explain it.
I stand corrected. You're a great American.
Mark Collins Rector. He was the founder of the Digital Entertainment Network, and he had Brock Pierce as like the first investor. Now he was a kid, and he was like maybe 19, 20 years old. So we're assuming that they knew each other when he was underage and shit. So he probably fucked that kid, and then
And in the movie Open Secret, that guy Mark Collins Rector was like known for throwing like sick parties.
yeah, he would throw these like sick like boy toy parties
Right.
where they had like a lot of young kids, and Bryan Singer would be there a lot. And I heard like now like that it's come out that Kevin Spacey likes underage kids, that he was there,
Yeah.
and Michael Huffington, who was the founder of the Huffington Post. He was an ex-husband of Ariana Huffington. He would go to these parties, and in the clip of there's a clip online, and it's from the movie An Open Secret, great film, documentary about pedophilia in Hollywood. There's a clip of Ben Savage at the Mark Collins Rector's house, where those legendary parties would be
held.
Yeah, and you can see this Mark Collins Rector, right, grab Ben Savage's ass. Now, it's like late 90s, so Ben Savage is probably like 18, 19
Well, he was
years
born in
old.
80, so yeah, he was. Yeah.
So I'm assuming Ben, and
18, 19.
and also there's been rumors that Ben Savage is he's gay.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he was molested. Like that's the
Could
thing,
have been,
you know?
yeah.
Not that correlates between
Would it shock you if
what,
it
most
was
gay kids were molested. Yeah,
No,
sure.
no.
No.
Would it shock you if you heard that like 90% of stars were like
Nah, not
molested
now.
or
90%.
it really wouldn't shock me anymore. I'm
looking at
at
90%. I don't know. I feel like it would be super high. I mean,
You talking about child actors?
just the whole
all of them.
the whole game.
I couldn't imagine that almost everybody on Parks and Rec has been molested. I just can't imagine that.
In season Sarah? No.
Like The Office, you're telling me someone molested Phyllis. Come on.
Well, I think
You know what? No, she was probably raped. She was a cheerleader. True story.
she was
And everyone knows cheerleaders always rape.
I was getting and murdered. No, I really do. I watch some of these movies now. I go, oh my god, how did this guy get that far? And it's like, depending, like Bobby Cannavale is a great actor. That guy,
Yeah,
like
he can't
and
get nowhere.
Like he's and how many movies has he really been in? I know he's been like in a few bit parts.
He gets a lot of like really great supporting roles, but it's a shame. Like he's the
Right.
station agent, and then he got Vinyl, which was great, but then they didn't renew it.
And those are all independent type movies.
That's the deal, yeah.
That's being funded.
They just haven't wrote a superhero character for a loudmouth Italian.
yeah,
That's why he hasn't gotten
the
that.
Gahbagoole.
the Gahbagoole would be.
Up there, the Gahbagoole is here. Hey, Ma, I gotta put my suit on.
Ghoul, like he's a bad guy. Gabagoole.
Ma, his mother is Alfred, the Alfred character. She's like, oh, you're gonna go out to fucking defend the cops. You're gonna take on villains.
But like he'd get plugged in an earlier movie as just a guy who worked in a butcher shop, and then like later on, at the ending there'd be an accident. His wife would die.
His villains are the black people moving into the neighborhood.
They're ruining my neighborhood, and it all starts with Black
Get
Panther.
the fuck out. Get the fuck. Oh my god, there's the Gahbagoole.
Why don't you go back to Wakanda? It's just as racist as he can be. Listen, I got a problem with Black Panther. I just feel like if there was a White Panther, no one would like him.
If it was an Italian Panther, what do you mean?
The Italian Panther.
The Italian Panther.
The Italian Bull. That's it.
The Italian Panther. The Italian Panther is like a superhero for like a day. Then he's like hanging up in a butcher shop, like with the meat, with the sausages and stuff.
At the end of the night, he just goes and
The meat of the
retires.
day.
He works as a meat cutting guy, and he just cuts his finger off.
Yeah.
Right, and like it's like a poison fucking pepperoni.
Yeah,
whatever.
and radioactive pepperoni mix it into
Radioactive pepperoni.
the Gahbagoole.
Gahbagoole is here. Oh my god.
His sidekick, the SuperSad.
Looks like
This is such an amazing concept.
Dawn of Justice 2. SuperSad versus Gahbagoole.
The whole character arc you could create for this man is amazing. The second movie, he moves to Jersey to try and live a peaceful life. It doesn't work.
Yes, he moves to North Jersey to live a peaceful life.
Out here in Sayville. What the fuck is the Black Panther out here for?
He's like, I gotta leave Bensonhurst.
There's a damsel in distress, but she's very mouthy. Like, what are you gonna fucking save me? You were 20 minutes late, you fucking asshole.
Halfway through, she starts becoming attracted to the villain. Halfway, he saves it. You know what?
That black neighbor you got there, he's something special.
That Black Panther's cute.
He's good with the cats.
He when the FBI invade his home, he's like they're coming to get him for a job. They're just looking up, they're looking around, shit.
What I tell you, Alfred, don't let them in without a fucking permit.
With a warrant.
With a warrant.
Need a permit.
Not permit.
I'm filing for a permit to enter this guy's house.
We had to lay some tile.
But you know what's funny about the permit? Because the 4th of July, we want to do the fireworks for the kids. The Gahbagoole.
Zombie, why'd you say permit?
I don't know. I
know what's
shouldn't have
funny?
said that.
I lost the word midway through.
You know what's funny is I saw you lose it, and I was like, let him go. But then when you said something, this motherfucker just started mushing into the mouth.
I ignored what
God
it
knows
is.
what he's saying. I have no idea what he's
We'll
saying.
never know.
You're trying to keep up.
You know what, though? Earlier in the episode, we were asking Zombie what movie he would make, right? And we literally came up with Gahbagoole versus SuperSad.
We just workshopped John's idea.
We came out with the greatest movie ever. We could make it a children's cartoon starring Seth Rogen.
Not another one. Not another Seth Rogen.
Every Seth
superhero
Rogen movie. I wanted to write this movie about Seth Rogen where he just sees people naked throughout the movie.
And then just laughs.
And like he falls in love with
Like a shallow house.
he falls in love with one girl and he hasn't seen
Let's
her.
just say it's Elizabeth Banks.
No, I was gonna go with Melissa Leo. Oh my god!
I just keep seeing people
I'm
naked.
seeing people naked. Oh my god!
I want to make a movie.
Is that Zac Efron's penis? He's so gay too, Seth Rogen. He's always talking about guys' dicks. That's what I mean. Seth Rogen probably molested. No, actually, they probably skipped him.
He's
He's like the
Jewish,
molester.
Canadian Jew.
He's so.
They don't get molested. They don't do that.
Is he Canadian and Jewish?
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Canadian Jew.
And does he smoke weed?
Bro,
Yes, he does.
I'm gonna go full Joey Diaz. All right, full Joey.
go ahead.
Bro, I'll tell you a good story. Okay,
What is it?
Okay, this is the creepiest story I ever heard in Hollywood. Okay.
Okay.
No, there's a story out there about Heather O'Rourke, the girl who played in the Poltergeist. Okay, zombie.
The little girl in the
The little girl in the Poltergeist. She died of like some like rectum. What'd she die of?
Crohn's disease.
They say Crohn's disease, but she was like 13, and she was like, she had Crohn's disease, but that I don't think anyone. Like, could you die?
Yeah, absolutely. You could
die
stop
of
going to the
Crohn's.
bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that?
You could stop going to the bathroom.
could
Crohn's
stop
disease is a buildup of scar tissue in your lower
But
intestine.
was she diagnosed
Yeah, no
that
problem. I read a
before?
book about weed. That's how I know that.
Dr. Eddie.
Doctor
Because weed helps you with it. Weed treats it.
So, was she diagnosed with that before? People knew that about her, or no? Or no?
No, when she died, it was a shock.
Because there's a story.
No one knew that she was sick.
Right. Okay.
But the story is that, like the mainstream story, is the parents knew about it and they had kept it secret. No one.
Okay. Because there's a story out there for that. What's that blog? Days and Nights.
Crazy Days. and
Crazy
Nights.
Day and Nights, and that guy's an entertainment lawyer, right?
Well, they say it is.
They say it. They say it is. But Heather O'Rourke was on the set of Jeopardy because she was filming a.
Jeopardy uses the sound stage. It wasn't the set of Jeopardy. It was a set of some children's show. That
Okay.
was, like, short-lived. in
that
the
she was
80s.
on though. She starred in, right?
No, she didn't star in it. She was a guest star.
Oh,
that
guest
week.
star.
And all the fucking executives were all. It sounds like I know more about the story than you know.
Well, whatever. Tell the story. The whole point is relaying it to the public.
You want to get to the two listeners that listen?
Yeah. Why not? No one else is talking about this. Know what we had to do to talk about this sort of thing? We had to bring Ray Goots on.
Oh no, I'm not. No, we're good.
If we bring Ray Goots on,
And
we somehow have to bring 6 people to even come on our podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm,
we have to bring Ray Goots
And
on.
a
We have to change
tripod,
the
you won't
name
shut
to
up
the
about
podcast. It's called The Shit Down.
I got to take a piss and
Hold on, I'm telling
and
you.
a cigarette.
What are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck's the matter with you? We're about to get into something. Don't you have any type of attention span? We're about to get into
John
this.
Zombie over here?
Yes, exactly. You're rubbing off on. This is your fault. This is Zombie's fault. Go on with the story.
You
We're
wanna hear
talking
the
about the Heather O'Rourke
You want to hear the
stuff.
rest of the story?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she was on this set of Jeopardy.
it's actually not.
It's actually a soundstage.
Alex Trebek and his pervert friends were hanging out these guys were hanging out in the theater, and they would just rub themselves.
They put her on stage. They put Heather O'Rourke on stage. She was wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
And they were like taking pictures of her. I guess I don't know what they were really doing, taking pictures. But she had no idea what was going on. What
like probably like B-roll.
Yeah, B-roll,
It was
press
like-
shots.
The excuse was like B-roll.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were taking pictures of her, and there was these guys in the theater. They were all jerking off
yeah, that's what they would do.
To Heather O'Rourke.
to Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah, 'cause they're-
when she
they're
was
perverts.
Because they're perverts.
They're
Then two guys took her into the back, into like backstage, and like 20 minutes later, they came running out asking for a set medic, and like I guess 10 hours later they pronounced her dead.
Yeah, they said that they shoved something up her ass. Yeah.
This guy-
Trying to unplug the.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
But
So sad.
that's what they said, that they shoved something up her rectum, and she.
And that's how she died.
That's how she died. So when I guess they paid off the family, from what they say, is they paid the family off, right? And the family came up with the Crohn's disease nonsense, that she had Crohn's and she was very sick. And it was only a matter of time, and she was here. She was here for a good time and not a long time, which is what those executives said when they shoved that shit up her ass.
Oh my God! This whole fucking
man.
this story is wild.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's a. See, the thing is, it's never really been confirmed, but on Crazy Days and Nights, that blog, Enty, right? That's the ENTY. He does a lot of blind items, and he's pretty much been on with a lot. He was the first guy to break Weinstein,
James Franco and
Weinstein and Spacey, Kevin Spacey. Yeah, what are you talking about?
What did James Franco do?
Well, he was like the first guy to break those stories.
Well, the James Franco story
It was a tweet that chick said.
there was always rumors about James Franco.
Right, there were.
Right, that he was like, he was taking advantage of young girls. What happened with Franco is ridiculous. But there's that story that he was at the Golden Globes the same night that Franco, I think, won a Golden Globe. Right, and it was at the after party, and someone ran over to James Franco and said, "Hey, don't go outside. There's like 40 reporters out there," and the story just got released.
Right.
That you're molesting girls or whatever the fuck. And Franco supposedly his face dropped, and all the people around him were like, "What we do?"
Well, you think about that; it's like the biggest.
Wait, you talking about the thing that just happened recently?
Yeah.
That was with the girl from Breakfast Club came out and said that he did a bunch of shit, right? The girl from Breakfast Club, he did a play with her.
The Breakfast Club, like the movie?
Yeah, so he did a play with her. He directed a play that she was in. And then after he won the Golden Globe, she tweeted something saying, she tweeted something like, "We're all so happy for James Franco, but he's a fucking creep and he did this and that." And then that whole thing happened, and then she deleted the tweet afterwards.
So who's the guy from the Breakfast Club? Ali Sheedy?
The one,
Molly Ringwald?
Not Molly Ringwald. The other one,
Ali Sheedy.
The fucking gothic chick.
Right, Ali. Yeah, the basket case.
I believe it all. I believe they did.
I heard he bought his way through college and stuff like that, and he if you look at his transcript, he took 30 credits a semester, which is impossible.
Me and Rob used to do a podcast when we were 21, like a shitty internet podcast, and we did it before we were even doing stand up and everything. And we at the time, James Franco's professor was James Franco went to NYU,
right?
And we were trying to get his acting coach on because he was suing his acting coach.
Really?
Why was he suing him? Because he failed him. I think.
Yeah. He was showing the teacher because he failed the class.
Yeah, because he failed the class.
Right.
Meanwhile, all you need to do is watch a few of his movies.
That one movie is terrible.
I watched him in Spider-Man 3 recently. He was terrible.
He was that movie he made.
Good Time Max.
Good Time Max
Yeah.
is so bad. That was his first.
I've never
movie.
seen it. What?
That was fucking awful.
And HBO's
Awful.
bright idea is like they think James Franco's so good, we give him 2 roles.
I like him in The Deuce. You don't
He
like
is
him in The
pretty
Deuce?
good. He is pretty good.
I love The Deuce. I think it's a great show.
I like it a lot.
I hate it.
Really?
I like it.
I like it a
Don't
lot.
like it. I don't like how this guy is like a fucking hoodlum from
Bay Ridge,
70s
yeah.
Bay Ridge, and somehow he's like a progressive man who loves working with gay people.
I think
That is pretty funny.
It's so ridiculous. Like, why can't you just make the
make him
character?
homophobic.
I like how they put him with the most butch gay guy possible. Like if they had put him with like, you know what I'm saying,
I'm
like
not- but the,
some frilly, hey, he'd be
I'm
like,
not-
I get
yeah,
the
I'm
fuck
not
away.
saying,
I don't
like-
read. That's.
I'm not saying like it's like where like you can't be like friends with. Like, just it was uncommon.
No, it wasn't a thing.
very-
I definitely see your point there.
Around the time that show is being the time period, that's where gays were getting the shit kicked out of them at the Stonewall Inn.
You are right about that.
They didn't really have any allies. There were,
Yeah.
especially some fucking dummy from Bay Ridge isn't going to exactly be so progressive where he's working with.
But
gay
they do
dudes.
show. I mean, because his brother is kind of like a little bit more of a douche. The other
Right.
one,
no,
so-
but that's actually in the part.
Yeah.
That he, the brother, James Franco's other role in that movie, on that show. I just forget the brother's name. He's
Frankie and something.
Frankie and Vinny, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's the one that turns around and goes, "Oh no, bro! Like being gay must be awesome." And it's like,
Yeah.
that guy wouldn't say that.
It's just weird that how HBO like is going out of their way to cover their bases. Where like
totally.
as a viewer, I'm like, and maybe it's me. Maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe I'm a little fucking crazy. Maybe it's me. And I can't just sit there and like suspend disbelief, right? Is that the term?
Yeah, it's
suspension of disbelief.
So it's impossible for me to even say that term and even do that.
Well, that's why I, where you going?
I gotta get a beer and I gotta take a piss.
Oh Jesus! Okay, all right, sure.
I like that show just because
We're in a good discussion. Yeah,
Maggie Gyllenhaal is way hotter in that show than I've ever seen her in anything else.
I don't.
I've
really
never
like her.
really been attracted to her until this show.
Kind of weird looking.
It's like Elizabeth Moss with The Handmaid's Tale. You ever seen Elizabeth Moss?
Well, I was going to
Elizabeth
say
Moss is what's her name from Mad Men?
From Mad Men.
I was going to say the great thing about Mad Men is how historically accurate they were throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
and what
I never really watched it, so
great show. And like, there's always rumors about them, like checking the weather for certain dates. Like, it's crazy research. And there's a plot line of Mad Men where they have a homosexual worker in their office, and Don is okay with it for like a couple of episodes, and then finally the gay guy meets his like fate or whatever. And like Don Draper is the one that fires him, and they just were accurate there, like, because like I guess people were okay with it then, but like most people,
yeah, I think it was more one of those things where it's just like, don't tell me you're gay, and I'll act like you're
pretty
not,
much even like
and we'll both call other people fags and act like it's not a thing, like, you know.
when Obama got elected, that was like the time where people were like, "Oh, this is going to be the final. This is it. This is where gays are finally accepted." And his first term when he was elected, he was against gay marriage. It was after it was his second term or whatever. But I believe when as far as these Hollywood stars, I just believe it all. I just believe all this shit. They are creeps and freaks. Johnny Depp beat the shit out of Amber Heard.
Oh, absolutely.
Did he really?
I think he did. Well, you know the story.
No, I don't know the story, but I don't believe Johnny Depp could actually hit anybody.
Yeah, you know,
he just looked like a pussy.
They
to
were
me.
in his like he lives in a castle right in France, right?
Yeah.
And him and Amber Heard had lived together, I think, for like a year or something like that, right? And then one day, when Tim Burton was over, he directed Johnny Depp to get angry and punch her in the face.
Yeah, but that wasn't Amber
I
Heard.
thought you were serious.
That wasn't Amber Heard. That was Helen Bonham Carter. Whatever her name
Playing
is.
the role of
Amber Heard.
I like how he always says Tim Burton. He's like, oh, she auditions like everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
She just makes it into every movie too.
That's what I
Fucking
mean.
Wild.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
She sucks the guy's dick.
Well, how about what's his name? J.J. Abrams gets to direct Star Wars.
Oh, man.
And like he's He's Steve Spielberg's fucking brother-in-law,
son-in-law.
sister-in-law in some fucking cases. Am I right?
Son-in-law.
Am I right?
But no, I think like when they came out about Johnny Depp, I was like, why wouldn't he beat the shit out of Amber Heard? He lives in a castle in France. He has no neighbors.
Just put it this way: the only police that are around are the ones he employs to be security.
Right. People work for him. He's like the fucking mayor.
Okay, I've done wrong. Take me to my jail.
Yeah, take me to my jail.
Take me to the room that no one stays in.
Where he has to watch Blow on fucking whatever the fuck.
Where he watches, take me to my jail where the tourist is on for 24 hours a day.
Just like the first third.
He has to watch a
shitty
compilation of fucking Leonardo DiCaprio out acting him. Why wouldn't you? If you're Johnny Depp, right, Zombie?
Right.
You're a guy who's very violent. You've struck women.
Johnny Depp Zombie.
Don't forget, Zombie's a guy who once hit a girl over a gift card. So this is kind of preaching to the wrong person. But you're in your castle.
Can I ask you a question? I never hit a woman, right?
What?
I've never hit a woman, all right?
No, you haven't.
I have.
That was the question, right?
No. I
No woman's ever got so close.
Yeah, I've never hit one. What did it feel like? They're like when you smack that fucking dumb bitch, like with the cheekbones. What did it feel like?
Very soft.
Soft,
Soft cheekbones.
would have been like punching a baby.
Yes.
Imagine.
We gotta take a break. We're 45 minutes in. Can we take a break? And then
Let's
we'll
take a
come
break.
back?
Let's take a
Let's- We'll get it. Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
I wanna get
Maybe we won't take a break. Maybe this is the end of one episode. Oh man,
What are you talking about? We already ended one.
We'll see.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're back.
So much.
We're back now?
We're back.
Yeah.
So much controversy.
So much.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. We're a fucking bunch of hot rods.
Yep.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Shock jocks.
Oh,
No,
It's shocking that we're jockeys. No, that was terrible.
You know what, Zombie? I encourage you.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even think that was that bad. Shocking
No.
and shocking jockeys.
Yeah, we're shocking. It's shocking that we're jockeys.
yeah.
Like the underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, jockey underwear.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
I think it's important to call out people on their unfunniness because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people walking around today
I think they're hysterical.
think they're
fuckers.
hilarious, like doing Staten Island accent videos, and no one's calling them out on their unfunniness.
I did think that the Sweet 16 video was funny that he did, though.
I heard that he's like a master at the Sweet 16 videos. This guy.
He's danced at a
He
lot
did
of
the
them.
one, the Uncle Luigi thingy or whatever. Uncle Luigi. Whatever the fuck it was. The guy who used to film the fucking Sweet 16s. You know?
Joey J.
Joey J.
Joey
Joey
G.
G.
He did like a Joey G video, and that was really funny.
You know,
but that was I was in high school.
My dad is a videographer.
Really?
You know, that's what he did. That's how I was raised on a videographer.
On videographers.
On a videographer's salary. Well, also he was a mailman too, and he's a drummer, and also he acts. So my dad's a jack of all trades.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
My dad, he's in the Irishman. He's an
Right.
extra in the Irishman. You'd think he's Robert De Niro.
yeah. He kind of talks himself up, but
It's amazing. Now he's doing a speaking role.
Oh yeah.
He's not gonna get it.
he can't act.
He's gonna get
He
his
don't
SAG
listen.
card.
He doesn't listen to us either. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
nobody.
No one listens. But he specifically listens.
I was reading some lines with him. I was running lines with him the other
Right.
day.
Right.
And
Are you guys serious? Did you really?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad-
yeah.
Okay, I thought you were doing a bit. Okay.
No, I was running lines with him, and I discovered that I'm not even a terrible actor. I'm not bad. You want to?
I was in. Of course.
Can me and Zombie act out?
What movie you want to do? What script?
Give me anything, I can do it. I'm like Eddie McKay when it comes to impressions.
Do you
I'm
want?
never nervous when I'm when I'm running lines.
I have ideas about that. I want to run. By
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Not
well-
now. Later.
I don't see why.
That's a
not.
good tease.
That's a good tease.
It's a good tease. A lot of people from Pepper Jacks listen to this podcast. And they're going to be like,
What is it? This is
man.
amazing.
Is that how he actually sounds?
Oh, man.
it's weird hearing his actual voice.
There's nothing funnier than when I brought you up at the first one. So I had like some family there, right? And they were like, they all bought it until you turned around, and they were like, "No."
That's how I felt too. As soon as I turned around, I was like,
That was perfect. I got such a big laugh though. They all bought it because when you came in, when you were doing like the Hulk Hogan, which that's hilarious. He's like, "Can I hear you? Can I hear you?" It's so good, and they all were into it. And then you turned around, they saw your face, and they were like,
"You can't do this."
I don't recognize him. I would know him. What are we running? I want to run some lines. What do you got? Any movie, Greg.
He's gonna do Julius Caesar. That's what I think.
Me
he
and
did.
Zombie.
He wants you doing
two person part.
Antonius.
I'm trying to get something. Hang on. Keep going. Keep talking.
All right.
Keep talking, baby.
What's your acting background?
Acting like a comedian.
That was fucking.
Acting like he didn't rape that girl that one time.
Third Savage brother over here.
Rapey Savage.
Oh, you're Randy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I spread the pussy lips of Stephanie McMahon. Yeah. I went down there while Vince was watching. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to get in the Hall of Fame no more, but that doesn't matter. Yeah.
You have to throw in like alliteration so he loved him. He's like, I gave her the famous fellatio.
I put it. Yeah, I took the back of her head. She was sucking my dick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my nipples are hard now. Oh, yeah. I want to see that video, yeah. I'm building the fantasy of watching Macho Man get blown by Stephanie McMahon while Tori Wilson's giving him a cold pina colada, yeah.
You know what's great when they're in the Andre the Giant documentary and they're like, yeah, he walked in to ask him about their fight and he's like, no baby oil. He yelled at him. No baby oil. Get out! Get out! They said he would play cards. It's funny that they would be like, the whole thing. They're like, he's such a great guy, but every story he was a douchebag.
Yeah,
he was
really. He was
never
kind of a big dick.
They never had a nice story about him. Like, yeah, he bought everybody a bar. Like no.
Well, he's such a lovable giant that like if he was like 10 fucking inches smaller, you'd be like, this guy's. Well, I'm talking about his cock. You'd be like, this guy's kind of an asshole.
Ugly as sin too. That Andre the Giant.
I would fuck him up.
I thought you were going to just end with, I would fuck him. I was like,
I'd fuck him.
I'd fuck him. I'd do it. One for the team.
I'll take that big cock.
I love wrestling.
Dude, and let me tell you something. I love wrestling, bro.
I love watching guys oiled up.
I can't watch wrestling, but I'm like obsessed with it for some reason. I think it's amazing.
You know what would be a good exchange? I think I can pull off something from Glenn Ross, something like that.
Okay,
we don't have 40 minutes for one monologue.
Give me five. Give me 5
Do
lines.
Al Pacino yelling at Kevin Spacey.
No, I don't do. I'm not.
That's
doing,
it.
I'm not doing an
you're a
impression.
cunt.
Okay, you know
Can I
what?
have your ass?
You got anything?
I was pulling up the Shawshank Redemption scene.
Is it an argument between me and Zombie?
Okay, I think this might be it.
I have to see the lines though.
Right. Red finds Andy sitting in the shadow of the high stone wall, poking listlessly through the dust for small pebbles. Red waits for some acknowledgement. Andy doesn't even look up. Red hunkers down and joins him. Nothing is said for the longest time, and then softly, Andy.
Okay. You want me to be Andy?
You're Andy.
Who has the most lines, me or Zombie?
Probably you.
Okay, let's see.
Run some lines.
We're gonna run some lines.
It's gonna be the worst acting ever.
This is going to be amazing.
I just want to get into character.
It's gonna be terrible.
There's a huge monologue coming up, I believe.
If you want to get the character,
So I'm Andy.
yeah. No, what's funny? I would think Zombie should be Andy because he's pasty and white.
Okay, maybe
and
you-
Is this the one from the ending?
I'm a darker skinned guy.
This is the scene where they're
Say
sitting.
Watanejo?
Yeah.
You know, in the book, in the short story,
Right.
Red is actually a white man.
And he killed his wife in the book, too.
Right.
Yeah, he's that's why they call him Red.
It would be more realistic if Morgan Freeman would kill his wife.
It would be more realistic if, like, what's his name would have played him?
Chris Benoit.
No, fucking what's the actor? Your boy from
Robert Wagner.
No, okay, whatever. Fine. Your boy from Jack something, whatever. All right, you'll be Andy. I'll be Red. Go ahead.
Where am I standing?
Just stand right there. I didn't pull the trigger.
Right here?
Yeah.
This is like the worst
All right.
English
I
lesson.
didn't
ever.
pull the trigger, but I drove her away.
Oh Jesus!
That's
not
why
bad.
she died. Because of me, the way I am.
Is that Zombie doing Tim Robbins? Because that's pretty good.
Yeah. That don't make you a murderer and a husband, maybe.
Rob, not that. Yeah.
I'm sold.
Please.
It's actually my line.
Oh.
Feel bad about it if you want, but you didn't pull the trigger.
Go Zombie.
Somewhere Frank Terapon's getting a headache.
Yeah.
I lost my place.
Is that a line?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Someone else did. And I wound up here. Bad luck, I guess.
Bad luck. Jesus. That's a lot of lines.
Yeah.
Do you want to trade roles?
It floats around.
The only thing accurate
That's
about this right now, you're both in the shadow.
Floats around. Has to land on somebody. Say a storm comes through. Some folks sit in their living rooms.
Zombie
Enjoy
is out of
it.
breath while reading this. This is.
It's very small text, and my eyesight's bad. Sorry.
Do you want to trade roles?
No, I just zoom in here. There we go.
Oh, cool. All right.
Where was I? It's like some folks sit in their living rooms and enjoy the rain. The house next door gets torn out.
How are you supposed to get
the
lines?
ground.
You're nervous doing this.
And smashed flat. It was my turn, that's all. I was in the path of the tornado.
This isn't in the movie.
I just had no idea
Hope a
the
tornado
storm
hits
would,
us right
would
now.
go on as long as it has.
No serious.
Like this podcast. Come on, Zombie. Bring it home.
Think you'll ever get out of here?
Sure. When I got a long beard and about 3 marbles left rolling up around the stairs.
A long gray beard.
Upstairs.
Tell you where I'd go.
There's not too many marbles upstairs. This is terrible. The both of you are terrible
The
actors.
fuck kind of word is that?
Is that in the script?
Zawatanejo.
Is that what
Zawatanejo?
kind of word is that?
Zawatanejo.
My friend Annie Dufresne
Mexico.
We got the
My
smart
friend.
is
Annie Dufresne.
staring down at two retarded men,
Mexico.
Running
Little
off a-
place right on the Pacific.
some sort of weird device.
You know what the Mexicans say about the Pacific? They say
What
it
do the
has no
Mexicans say?
memory.
They say, "Oh my God, we are leaving."
See, I can do this monologue better than he can.
You already lost
Go
your
ahead,
position.
take it away.
You gave
Zombie the tougher
I'm Manny
role.
Dufresne.
Okay.
All right, so say Zawatanejo. You say it.
Zawatanejo.
Mexico, little place right on the Pacific. You know what the Mexicans say about the Pacific? They say had no memory. That's where I like to finish out my life, Red. A little hotel right on the beach. Buy some worthless old boat and fix it up like something new. Take my guests out, charter fishing. You know a place like that? I need a man who can get me things.
All right, give me that. Okay. Eddie mentioned before about Al Pacino. Okay.
All right.
I can nail the Any Given Sunday speech.
Can you?
Nail it. Easy. And you know what? I'm going to nail it so much. It's going to inspire the audience to start tuning in more.
They're going to just sense it.
They're going to sense it. I can nail
I
it.
think you can nail it, but why don't we just let Zombie do it?
Because I want to nail it. I want this to be good.
Plus, we got about like 4
He just
minutes
watched
left
you guys
here
spend
to-
4 minutes on Zawatanejo.
He's
Like, he can't.
I watched bad acting.
What is it? What?
Like, we don't have 3 hours for me to
Okay.
read that line, so.
Zebrahejo?
Okay, you ready for this one? You ready for your mind to be blown?
Yeah.
Now, you're a YouTube impressionist.
Yes, I am.
All right, I want you to judge me fairly.
God damn it.
Okay, here it comes. I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. And either we heal as a team or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, until we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me, we can stay here at Zombie's apartment, get the shit kicked out of us. We could go to Comic Book Joe's and fight our way back into the light. We could climb out of Zombie's hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces with beards and too short for men. I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged comedian can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who ever loved me. And lately, I can't stand the face I see on stage in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken away from you. That's just part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff, like shows, and spots, money, gas. I don't want to go to New Hampshire tomorrow. You find out that life's a game of inches, and so is comedy. Because in either game, life or comedy, the margin for error is so small, like Eddie, I mean, one half a step too late, too early, you don't quite make it. One half a step too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this podcast, we tear ourselves to pieces, and every podcast around us for that itch. Yeah. We claw with our fingernails for that itch.
Steaming Willie Beeman.
Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Yeah. Between living and dying. Yeah. And I'll tell you this: if in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to do a better Al Pacino than Joe Namoli who's gonna win that fight. And I know if I'm gonna have any life in me anymore, I'm still willing to fight and murder Joe Namoli for that inch. Because that's what living is, zombie. Yeah. It's the 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't do it for you, okay? I'm too old. I'm too goddamn tired. But you're going to see a guy who's willing to fight and die for that inch. That's a podcast, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, as a podcast, or we will die as broke comedians. That's comedy, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you going to do?
We're going to wrap up in a little bit.
We're at an hour.
Remember when Jimmy Fox came in that speech? Okay, that was it.
You know what? That was really good. That deserves a USA chant.
Oh, just
maybe that's how we'll wrap up the show. Maybe how we'll wrap up the show. We'll get a little. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the show.
Now, Eddie. Now you're an impressionist. Give me your thoughts.
I thought it needs work, but it wasn't the worst I've ever seen.
Jesus. That was. I nailed.
You need to get on the tube, man. You need to get on YouTube and really cut your teeth on this impression game.
Impression of Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday. Yes.
USA.
There you go.
USA.
Zombie, your thoughts on my impression. Come on, take that off.
Spot on.
Nailed it. Totally. Nailed it. Eddie, do Nolte.
God damn it. We'll see you next week.
Celebrity guest in the house.
All right.
How many? We're almost done?
Hour
a minute.
Hour in. Do we have anything to plug?
I know I don't.
Oh, Jesus, no one is.
Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows that. No one's going to see you anyway.
June 14th, Kilmire.
I'm pretty sure, Zombie, you could open up for Louis C.K. tomorrow. And people will be more disgusted with Louis C.K. than they are now.
They're just looking at me.
Chances of you ever being an overnight success.
Let's be a long night.
The last 10 minutes got so bizarre. I'm doing Al Pacino impressions.
I started a failed USA chant.
It's like the tables have been turned.
Yeah. We're the freaks now.
Yeah. Eddie's like, I'm never doing this podcast again.
Not true.
Eddie has Kilmire's coming.
Oh, yes.
Kilmire's June 14th at 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. I hear there's only 4 people on the show, but a few guest spots.
We're gonna have some really unannounced. It's gonna be great. People dropping in.
I always like the plug. The 61st annual comedy classic.
Yes,
right. At Pepper Jack's.
Always.
Eddie's a regular there. He's contributes to a lot to the show. So is Zombie.
Been here.
We also do a podcast live from there.
We're gonna do a podcast live.
We're gonna do a podcast live again from there. That is on June 24th at 8 p.m.
Yep.
The day before my birthday.
Oh, fuck, forget it. Okay.
That's not bringing people out. People now are turned away because in case we run, because it's a good chance we run the show after 12 o'clock because I booked 25 comedians.
Oh, man.
Now people will be like, oh, this is 12 o'clock. This is John Zombie's birthday. Everyone pack your shit. We got to go. So this is on you.
Oh, man.
And or listen to the Slant Radio podcast.
Yes.
For South Colorado.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man.
We're good?
We're good?
We're good? All right.
Big news, New York City. The OnePlus 7 Pro 5G is available exclusively at Sprint. Enjoy blazing fast download speeds with incredible reliability and dependable coverage. Get it for just $20 a month. That's a savings of more than 40%. All you need is an 18-month lease and approved credit. Learn more about 5G coverage in your area at sprint.com/sprint5G. After $15 per month credit, apply within 2 bills with new line of service or eligible upgrade on qualifying plan. If you cancel early, remaining balance due, excludes tax. Offer coverage not available everywhere, subject to credit and $30 activation fee and restrictions apply.
Grand Canyon University is Arizona's premier private Christian university, committed to providing next-generation education. GCU offers over 200 academic programs, many in high-demand fields, across 9 colleges. We keep our rigorous curriculum relevant by partnering with industry leaders and advisory boards. Earn your degree online, in the evening, or on our vibrant Phoenix campus. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.